Hey everyone! So, you're in IT, you got some experience under your belt, and now you're asking that big question. What's next? Well, the CompTIA Server Plus certification could be the perfect answer. We're going to spend the next few minutes breaking it all down to see if it's the right move for you.
Are you ready to really level up and become that server whiz that, let's be honest, companies are desperate to find? Let's dive in and see. Okay, so here's our game plan. First, we'll ask, is this your next big IT career move? Then we'll get into what CompTIA Server Plus actually is. After that, we'll figure out if this certification is for you. We'll decode the exam, test your server knowledge with a few questions, and finally, lay out your path to getting certified. Sound good?
You know, after a couple of years in IT, pretty much everyone hits that point, that crossroads, where you're wondering, okay, what's my next step to move up? It's a super common feeling. So let's explore a really powerful option.
And that powerful option is, you guessed it, the CompTIA Server Plus. So what is this thing really? Let's get right into it.
All right, so the CompTIA Server Plus, or SK0-005, is basically a globally recognized badge of honor. It tells the world you've got the chops to install, manage, and troubleshoot servers in pretty much any environment you can think of, on-prem, in a massive data center, even in a hybrid cloud setup.
And you know, a lot of folks in the industry call this certification a hidden gem. And for good reason. It has this unique value that isn't always screaming at you from the rooftops, which is kind of cool.
So what makes it a hidden gem? A huge piece of the puzzle is its vendor neutrality. Think about it. Instead of being locked into one brand, this one proves your skills work everywhere. Dell, HP, IBM, Intel, you name it. This flexibility is a game changer for your career and opens up way more doors.
Okay, so we know what it is, but is it right for you? Is it a smart investment for your time and money? Let's figure that out right now.
So who is the perfect candidate for this? Well, if you're an IT pro with about 18 to 24 months of real, hands-on server experience, you're in the sweet spot. Maybe you've already got your CompTIA A+ or similar knowledge. Or hey, maybe you're on the help desk right now and you're hungry for that next step up. If any of that sounds like you, then listen up.
Because getting this cert can unlock some seriously cool career paths. We're talking systems administrator, data center technician, server admin, and here's a big one. It's an absolutely fantastic foundation if your long-term goal is to get into cloud engineering. It's that perfect stepping stone.
All right, let's talk turkey, the money. The average salary for someone with a Server Plus cert is around $63,000 a year. But remember, that's just the average. If you get into a more specialized role, that number can jump up quite a bit.
And get this is a huge perk. The SK0-005 version is good for life, GFL. That means once you pass it, you're done. No expensive renewals, no jumping through hoops with continuing education credits. You earn it once, and it's yours forever. That's an amazing long-term value.
Okay, feeling pumped? I hope so. Now let's pull back the curtain on the exam itself. Let's decode this thing so you know exactly where you're up against.
So the exam is broken down into 4 main areas, or domains. As you can see, server administration is the biggest piece of the pie at 30%. Right behind that are troubleshooting and security and disaster recovery. This chart is basically your study guide. It tells you exactly where to pour your energy.
Okay, time for the fun part. Seriously, the best way to get a feel for the exam is to try a few questions. So let's do a quick pop quiz. No grades, I promise. Just a way to test your server smarts.
First up, a hardware question. Which RAID level gives you fault tolerance by using parity, letting you lose one disk without losing any data? Is it A, B, C, or D? Got your answer? The correct one is C, RAID 5. Think of parity as a clever mathematical backup that's spread across all the drives. If one drive dies, the system can use that parity info to rebuild everything that was on it. Pretty neat, right? Okay, next question. A classic server admin problem. You're doing a routine check, and you see a server's CPU is pegged at over 90%. What's your first move? The answer here is C. You have to investigate what processes are hogging all that CPU power. You never just reboot or start throwing hardware at a problem. It's the golden rule. Diagnose before you operate.
All right, let's talk security. You're tasked with hardening a server to make it more secure. What's your top priority? The answer is B. Disable any services you aren't using. Here's why. Every single service that's running is like a potential door into your system for an attacker. By closing the doors you don't need, you shrink the attack surface and make that server a much tougher nut to crack. And for our last one, a troubleshooting scenario we've all probably seen. The server won't boot, and you get that dreaded missing operating system error. Ugh. What do you check first? The most logical place to start is B, the boot order in the BIOS or UEFI settings. I swear, 9 times out of 10, the server is just trying to boot from a USB stick you left in or from the network instead of the main drive.
So, how'd you do? Don't worry if you didn't get them all right, that's what studying is for. But whether you aced it or found it a little tough, let's talk about the actual, practical steps to get you from where you are now to being officially certified.
It really boils down to a simple 3-step plan. Step 1, use the official CompTIA exam objectives as your roadmap. Master them. Step 2, get your hands dirty. Use virtual labs or any real hardware you can to build those practical skills. And step 3, take practice tests. A lot of them. This gets you used to the question style and the pressure of the clock.
So, that's the what you need to do. But the how you do it can make all the difference, right? So, what's the smartest way to prepare?
This is where using modern tools can give you a serious edge. Take a platform like FlashGenius, for instance. It uses AI to do more than just quiz you. It actually builds a personalized learning path just for you, homing in on the areas where you need the most work. It's all about studying smarter, not just harder, by learning from common mistakes and making sure you are 100% ready when you walk into that exam.
Look, the CompTIA Server Plus is a genuinely powerful way to give your IT career a major boost. And with a smart prep strategy, it is absolutely within your reach. So really, your future in server management starts right now. The only question is, are you ready?